Go ahead and make your way onto your back. So find your way just onto your back, legs extended long. Maybe the arms come out wide to a nice T shape. Just find yourself here. Notice the shoulders just sink into the mat beneath you. Try to find a sense of ease here. So we'll give ourselves the space to start out on our mat, just lying down on your back in what we call corpse pose or shavasana. I really just want you to use this time to check in. See how your body feels this morning. Notice the breath. Notice the limbs, those arms, the legs extended out. Notice any places that might be calling your name. Maybe any place that feels a little tight today. See if you can breathe into those spaces, into that place. Just gently start to fill up the lungs deep on an inhale. Allow that air to release back out through the nose if you can. Inhale, we fill up, our ribs expand. Exhale, we allow that breath to just draw out of our body. We just keep this flow of breath with us, inhaling and exhaling. Take a couple more breaths where you are. We'll just gently start to add a little bit of movement. We're going to stay on our backs here. Just start to place a bend through the left knee. So plant the left foot on the mat. For most of us, our right leg kind of went out to the side. Let's bring that straight if you can. So bring that straight, but it's still long on the mat. So we got the left knee bent, the right leg extended. It looks like someone joined us. Hello. So we're on our back here, the left knee bent, the right leg reaching up. The left arm still out to a T. We're gonna bring the right arm up and overhead. So it's still on the mat. You still feel that shoulder on the mat. Just breathe here. And then just take a couple moments noticing the length through the right side. And then on an inhale, stay here. On an exhale, stay there. We're going to keep the left foot planted. We're going to lift the right leg up as we bring the right arm out towards the side to that T. So the right leg is reaching towards the ceiling. Place a bend through that knee. We'll plant that right foot down. So the arms are out into a T again. The left leg, we're just going to scoot it long. So we're going to switch sides for that. Right knee's bent, left leg's extended long. Right arm's out towards the side wall into that T shape. Left arm, we're going to reach overhead. And then again, the shoulder falls down onto the mat. So we're kind of just creating shapes with our limbs here. Take a couple breaths. No problem on joining a little bit later, no worries. Find us wherever you are. On your next breath in, we're going to lift that left leg up towards the ceiling. Find a little length through the toes, and then place a bend through that knee. We'll bring the arms back out to a T, and then give yourself just a wiggle of the knees side to side, just massaging that low back. From here, we'll hug the knees deep into the chest. We'll start to rock forward and back. So find, a little rock the length of that spine. And we're going to rock up to a nice seated position. So find yourself in a nice comfortable seat. And from here, let's lift the right arm up towards the ceiling on an inhale. And then that right hand's going to come behind the back. The left hand can come to the right knee as you find a nice seated twist. Stay here a couple moments. Finding that length through the spine, the crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Take your last couple breaths. Beautiful. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly roll your way out of that back through center. We'll just switch sides. So left arm reaches up, and then find that twist towards the back of the mat. The right hand can come to that left knee to add a little bit more twist if you can. And then we just stay and we breathe. Again, checking into the breath. Checking into the body. How do we feel this morning as we gently start to add a little bit of movement? Find your last bit of twist. Come back through that midline through center. And then from here, let's just reach the arms up on an inhale. And then fold over the leg, just a nice comfortable seated forward fold. So bring the hands where it feels best for you. Let the head just kind of hang. And again, you might not fold super deep, that's okay. Sometimes it depends on the cross of the legs here. Beautiful, last couple breaths. Take one more massive inhale. Stay there, breathe out. Slow as you need, climb the upper body back up, hands towards the lower body. And then we'll just scoot the legs off to the side. And we're going to make our way to downward facing dog. So make any adjustments on your mat if you need to back up a little bit. And then start to tuck the toes underneath, really spread through the fingers as we press firm into the floor. And then start to lean back towards the shins, start to lift the knees, make your way into your first downward facing dog. And then just pedal it out. It's a little early, so feel this downward facing dog. Stay in the place that you need to stay. Making sure you breathe as you come into stretching the back body, that posterior chain. Maybe coming up onto the tippy toes. My ankles just snapped, cracked, and popped. Just feel this downward facing dog. Breathe here for 3 breaths. Checking in as you inhale. Checking in as you exhale. Last couple moments, maybe find some stillness in your downward facing dog. So head's hanging super heavy, fingers spreading really wide. And you're stretching the back of the body as the heels press towards the mat. Take an inhale. Stay there as you exhale. On your next breath in, right leg's going to sweep up for a 3-leg dog. Let's bend that knee, open the hip. Maybe roll the ankle out. Maybe roll the knee out if that's calling your name. We'll touch into the hips. I know we did that a lot last week, but we'll just give it a gentle touch. Last couple moments. Take one more inhale. Maybe lift the toes up and set that foot down, back to downward facing dog. We'll just switch sides. So if you're with me, when you're ready, left leg's gonna sweep up, 3-leg dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, and again, you decide, roll the ankle, maybe roll the knee. Whatever's calling your name as you breathe here, downward facing dog. A nice three-leg version of this shape. Beautiful wherever you are. Last couple moments. On your next inhale, maybe the toes reach up. On the exhale, maybe you set it back down, downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and move on. So press the heart back. Slowly step or hop, top of the mat. Find your way to a half lift. Maybe the knees are bent, hands to the shins, half flat back, lots of length through the crown of the head. Notice the belly sucking up and in. Notice how long the spine gets. And then exhale, forward dive back into those legs. And if not already, let's bring the feet as wide as the hips, maybe a little bit wider if that's calling your name. Plant the left hand down. We'll place a bend through the left knee. Right arm's gonna swim up towards the ceiling as we find a twist. Gaze where it feels best for that head and neck. And we'll find a little stretch through the right thigh, the right leg here. Just starting off a little slow as we move our body this morning. Take a huge inhale, a little more twist. Exhale, forward fold, dive in. We'll switch sides. Right hand stays to the center, bend through the right knee. Left arm swims up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And then just breathe. Maybe noticing any shifts if the side feels any different than the other. Just being aware. Last couple moments. Beautiful. Find that last bit of twist. And then forward fold back into those legs. Let's find that half lift again. Halfway up on an inhale, maybe hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold, dive back in. Place a bend through the knees. Let's just slowly ragdoll our way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. Crown of the head up last, shoulders draw down and back. And then if you're with me, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, get tall. Let's drop the right hand down and then just stay here. Most of us try to lean right away, but stay tall. On your inhale, reach through that left arm. And then now lean over towards the right side. Find a little side lengthening through the left side ribs. Notice the feet stay rooted into the mat. Notice I'm not going too far too soon. Find that last bit of reach. On your next inhale, both arms back up towards the ceiling. Drop the left hand down, but again, stay tall. Take one more inhale, find a little length, and then lean over when you're ready as you breathe. Beautiful. Finding your depth, your variation doesn't have to be super deep right away. We're still getting warm. Breathe. Beautiful. Take one more breath in. Stay for the breath out. On your next inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, forward fold, hinge at those hips, dive in. Half lift on your breath in. Plant the hands, we'll step back to a plank pose, upper push-up position. If you need to drop the knees, absolutely. Find that length. Let the heart shine through. Take an inhale. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Unravel the toes. Hands are going to stay close to the shoulders for this one. Press into the feet. Maybe the kneecaps lift off the mat. Lift the chest. Cobra on an inhale. On the exhale, lower back down. We're going to stay low. We're going to bring the hands a little bit wider, though. We're going to come onto our fingertips. And we're just going to try cobra with the fingertips like this. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Beautiful. Lower back down. Arms wider a little bit here, still on the fingertips. So we're just exploring this cobra pose. Take an inhale, wide arms lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Let's bring the hands back under the shoulders. And then when you're ready, cobra inhale. You might get a little higher. Exhale, lower back down, tuck the toes, press back through plank, and then make your way back to downward facing dog and breathe. Maybe notice any shifts in your down dog here. Let's just take that, we'll move it, pick up the cadence here. That'll be our warm-up A. We'll keep those 3 cobras just the way they were, bringing those arms wider each time. So if you're with me, press the heart back. Slowly step or hop, top of the mat. Half lift on an inhale. Forward fold, dive it out. Beautiful, reach up on the breath in. Drop the right hand down, this time lean to the right side right away. Inhale, both arms up. Left hand drops, we lean to the left. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, forward dive into those legs. Half lift as you breathe in. Plant the hands, step back to plank, and right away, lower slow all the way to the belly. Hands stay where they are, press into the feet, cobra, inhale. And then exhale, just lower back down. We're gonna widen the hands, fingertips here. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, lower back down, even wider, hands still on the fingertips. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, lower. Last one, hands back under the shoulders, press into the feet, cobra, inhale, shoulders drop down and back. Make your way back to downward facing dog, press it back, breathe. So just exploring that back bend a little bit, take an inhale. Stay for that exhale. Press the heart back. Step or float, top of the mat. Half lift, breathe in. Forward fold, dive out. Inhale, sweep it up. Right hand drops, we lean to the right. Inhale it up. Left hand drops, we find that side body length. Inhale, sweep both arms. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Plant the hands, step it back to plank, shine the heart forward, lower to your belly. Cobra on an inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Again, widen the hands, come onto the fingertips. On your inhale, lift the chest, draw the shoulders down. Exhale, lower. Last one like this, wider arms, fingertips still. Lift up on an inhale, chest lifts. Lower back down, hands back under the shoulders, cobra, maybe up dog, maybe you press into those hands and lift the kneecaps up. Downward facing dog, come back in. Beautiful, let's get one last round. We'll close it with the traditional vinyasa. Press the heart back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold, dive. Inhale, root to rise. Right arm drops, we find the side rib stretch. Inhale it up. Left arm drops, lean to the left. Beautiful, sweep up. Forward fold, dive in. Half lift on an inhale. Plant the hands, traditional vinyasa, lower to your vinyasa, maybe chaturanga, maybe up dog on the inhale. Downward facing dog, make your way back. Take a huge breath in. Maybe out the mouth, breathe here. Beautiful, we'll move on from here. So you're in your downward facing dog. You're pressing through those palms. Fingers are spreading, hips are lifting. And you're just breathing. Let's lift the right leg up on an inhale. Beautiful, bend the knee, open the hip. Let's just explore that again. On your inhale, toes reach back up. On the exhale, step that foot through, back foot 45. Get the legs set, rise up, warrior one. And then just check in, breathing here. Strong and steady in that lower body. Light in the upper body, shoulders down and away. So notice the legs are strong, the hips are square. We're gonna keep them as they are. Take an inhale, maybe reach up, drop the right hand down, and just like warm up A, lean to that right side as we find that length all the way down from the ribs down through that left hip flexor. Breathe, use your core. Don't want to jump into that low back. Breathe in. Beautiful, breathe out. On your next inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Legs stay as they are. Palms are gonna touch. Bend at the elbows. Drop the hands or the palms down towards that upper middle back. A little stretch for the triceps here. Beautiful. Inhale, both arms back up. Hands down low to the mat. Step that foot back. Find your way through your chaturanga. Inhale your back bend. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Whew. Let's switch that out. Left leg's gonna reach up. First we bend through that knee, open the hip, explore that again. On your inhale, toes up. On your exhale, step that foot through, back foot 45. When you're ready, root to rise, warrior one. So just feel this on the other side. Feel your stability, especially of that back right foot as you breathe. Beautiful, arms reaching. Breath still spilling. Check back into the breath. It's easy when we come to settle in for the thoughts to creep back in. So if that's you, check back into the breathing. Reach up one more time. Left hand's gonna drop by the side. We're gonna lean over towards the left. Find the stability in the legs. Keep breathing. Whew. Beautiful. Last 3. For 2. On your next inhale, both arms up. Legs stay as they are. Hands touch. Bend through the elbows. Triceps stretch as your palms reach towards that upper middle back. Beautiful, you guys. Last couple here. This is going to be our warm-up B. Inhale, reach it up. Hands down low to the mat. Step it back. Lower down slow. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Just reset. Beautiful. We're going to add just a little bit to this warm-up B. So if you're with me, press the heart back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Forward bow, dive in. On your breath in, let's stand up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Bring the hands to the heart. We're going to shift our weight into the right foot. The left knee is going to lift up and cross over as we come into eagle legs. The hands are going to stay as they are, hands in prayer here. So start here, eagle legs, find yours. Maybe the toes are on the mat. Maybe they touch that ankle. Maybe they wrap behind. It doesn't matter where they go as long as you find your squat into that bottom right leg. Breathe here. Keeping the legs as they are, let's interlace the fingers except for the pointer fingers. Find the balance. Maybe fall, who knows? Keeping the eagle legs, reach the arms up on an inhale. Whew. So we just change the arms. When you're ready, stand up, lift that left leg forward, and then send that left leg back. Third warrior, I know it's early, fingertips point forward, or at least the index fingers. Breathe in, breathe out. A bend through the bottom knee. Let's come back to that warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Right hand drops to the side. Lean towards that right side. Inhale, both arms up. Palms together. Bend the elbows. Tricep stretch. Inhale, back up. Hands low to the mat. Step it back. Find your vinyasa. Breathe out. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Come back in. Whew. Breathe in through the nose. Out the mouth. Let's get that on the other side. Press it back. Step or float, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Forward bow, dive in. Root to rise, grow tall. Bring the hands to the heart. As you do, shift the weight to the left foot this time. Right knee lifts up and crosses over into your eagle legs, Garudasana legs. And then this side might be different. If you wrapped on the other side, you might not on this side. Keep breathing. Maybe squat a little lower into that bottom left leg, left knee. Breathe. Interlace the fingers except for those indexes. On your next inhale, reach those arms up towards the ceiling. Grow tall through the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next breath in, stand up, lift that leg forward, and then make your way to that third warrior transition, just as important. Keep it breathing. Yes. Last couple moments. Strong and steady through that bottom leg. A little bend in that bottom knee. Warrior one, arms reach up, back foot flat. Beautiful. Drop that left hand, reach over towards that left side. Inhale, both arms up. Palms together, bend the elbows, tricep stretch. Inhale, reach it up. Hands low to the mat. Find your way through your vinyasa. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Check in. We're going to flow that one time through on each side. We'll pick up the pace. One breath, one movement. If you're with me, let's get to it. Press it back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Half lift, breathe in. Forward fold, dive out. Reach up, grow tall. As you bring the hands to the heart, shift the weight to the right foot. Left leg crosses over, eagle arms. Right away, interlace the fingers except for the pointer. Inhale the arms up. Stand up, lift that left foot forward, and then sweep it back as you breathe it out. A bend through the bottom knee, warrior one as you inhale. Drop the right hand as you exhale, you lean to the right. Inhale, both arms up, palms together, tricep stretch, bend them down. Inhale, both arms, hands to the mat, step it back, find your vinyasa flow. Never too early to skip it. Downward facing dog, come back in. Last time for these, press it back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Forward bow, exhale. Root to rise, reach up. Hands to the heart as you do. Shift the weight to the left foot. Right foot crosses over. Squat into the eagle legs. Interlace the fingers. Reach the arms up on a breath in. Stand up, right leg forward as you shift back into third warrior. Take a huge breath. Bend through the bottom knee, land down. Warrior one, inhale. Beautiful left hand drops, lean to the left side. Inhale, both arms up, palms together, bend the elbows. Inhale, sweep it up. Hands to your mat, find your vinyasa. Breathe it out slow. Heart up. Downward facing dog. Come back in. Check back with the breath. Stay here, breathe. So definitely not a traditional warm-up B. A little bit fun, a little bit quirky. Press the chest back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Find a half lift. Forward fold. From here, bend the knees to 90. Come to that chair pose just for a little touch. And then lift up onto the tippy toes if you can. Bring the hands to the heart. We're going to start to lower the upper body. So we're going to lower down. We're still on the tippy toes. Lower all the way down. Use your control. Stay here. A little stretch for the backs of the feet. From here, we're going to make a little segue into boat pose. So make your way onto your sits bones. Come into that boat pose, Navasana. We're going to touch into the core just a little bit. I promise it's never too much. Just a little touch, boat pose. You can extend the legs. You can keep the knees bent. Let's take the hands in front, interlace everything except for those index fingers. And then lean towards the right. So reach towards the right. We find a little twist. Come back through the midline. And then exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Back up and to the left. A few more like this. Finding your pace, your variations as you breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Beautiful. Last 5. Yes, I can. For 4, I'm keeping it moving side to side. Last 3, use your core. Whew, keep breathing. Last 2. Yes, last one. Finish the set that you're on. Come back to center. Hold it. Boat pose. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe. Beautiful. Yes. Whew, rock onto your back. Just come onto your back. Rock a little side to side. Let's release some of that heat we've built. I'm definitely sweating here in the studio. Wherever you are, plant the feet down. Bring the palms down towards your mat. We'll find a bridge pose. This helps release through that core center. So plant through the feet. Take a breath in. Stay there for the breath out. When you're ready, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Maybe roll the shoulders under, but I'm going to ask that you don't clasp the hands if you have that. Just keep the palms on the mat. We're going to turn this into a rolling bridge, releasing some of that heat from our body. Lift the hips up one more time. Exhale, lower the hips back down. Let's lift up on an inhale. So breathe in. And then exhale, lower the hips towards the mat. A couple more like that. I'm going to give you the option, if you want it, to use the arms with it. So on your next inhale, when you lift up, reach the arms up overhead towards the back of your space. And then on the exhale, you lower the palms back down when the hips go down. If you want the arms, you can keep it. We're doing 3 more rounds. If you don't want the arms, just find your rolling bridges. Breathe in. Lower as you breathe out. Last round here, lift the hips up, maybe the arms too. Lower back down. All the way. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. And then from here, I know we usually get this pose towards the end of class. We're just taking a little detour, maybe the feet up towards the ceiling, and that's good. If you have plow pose, if your head and neck is okay for that, maybe a little plow just for a couple seconds. That just means your feet come up and over. They might not touch. Mine definitely aren't. Just breathe. If you need a little support for the low back, if you went there, the hands can come to the low back. Last couple. Beautiful. Take an inhale wherever you are. Start to slowly lower the spine back down to the mat. Hug the knees in. We're going to rock forward and back. Rock your way up to a stand. A nice standing forward fold at the top of your mat. And just like where we started, let's find a little twist here. Left hand stays, left knee bends, right arm towards the ceiling. Find a twist. Beautiful. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale that arm back up. Exhale, forward dive into those legs. We'll switch sides. Right knee bends, right hand stays. Left arm reaching up. Find that twist. Just a couple breaths, a couple moments to transition our way back into movement. We got a little bit more. Take an inhale, open. Exhale, forward dive into those legs. Half lift as you breathe in. Plant the hands, step or float. Find a vinyasa as you lower. Inhale, your heart lifts. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. So these next couple rounds are pretty simple shapes. We're going to kind of move through them. We won't hold the first round like we usually do. So let's just get to that movement. If you're with me, right leg sweeps up. Knee to right elbow, that right tricep. Inhale it back up. Knee to opposite elbow touch. Inhale, three-leg dog. Step the foot through. You're on the ball of the back toes this time. Crescent lunge. Big inhale. We'll just stay here as you breathe out. And one more big breath in. Open out, warrior two. We're going to find a flow. Flip the palm. Reverse that warrior. Side angle pose. Let's extend it forward. Top arm, left arm reaches. On an inhale, up and back. On the exhale, find your vinyasa. Lower it slow. Heart up. Downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Yes. Let's try that on the other side. Left leg sweeps up. Need a left elbow touch. Inhale, we're using that core. Opposite elbow touch. Inhale, sweep it up. Step it through. Find your crescent lunge. Inhale to rise. Just this one. We hold it for the breath out. And a huge breath in. Warrior two, open out. We'll find that flow. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend it forward. Reach. Inhale, up and back. A little warrior dance as you cartwheel the hands down. Step it back. Find a vinyasa. Maybe skip it. Downward facing dog. Come back in. Beautiful. Let's just add on a little bit towards that beginning. So listen up if you're with me. Right leg's going to lift up. Need an opposite elbow touch. Inhale, lift it up. Here's the addition. Touch the opposite elbow. Spin to the flat edge of that left foot. Press into that right hand. Maybe set that right foot down as the left arm comes up. If you need to look forward, you can. Maybe hover that right foot. You decide. Take a breath in. Plant that left hand down. Right leg up. Inhale. Step it through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse. Extend it all the way forward. Inhale, up and back. To your mat, find your vinyasa. Maybe skip it. Inhale, your heart lifts. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Let's try that on the other side. Left leg up. Need a left elbow touch. Inhale, sweep it up. Here's the addition. Need an opposite elbow. Spin to the flat edge of that right foot. Left hand's going to stay. Right arm's going to lift. Left leg can extend out and touch the mat or the ground. Or you can hover it. Use your core if you did. Take a huge inhale. Right hand down. Left leg up. Step it through. Inhale for crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse on the breath in. Extend it all the way forward. Breathe out. Inhale for reverse. Exhale to your mat. Find your vinyasa, maybe through chaturanga. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last round. We're just going to add on a couple more shapes. Last time today. On your inhale, right leg sweeps up. Need an opposite elbow. Inhale it up. Need an opposite elbow here. Back foot flat. Maybe extend that right leg long. Take an inhale. Plant that left hand down. Right leg up. Step it through. Inhale for crescent. Exhale, warrior two. reverse, extend it forward, reach it. Inhale up and back. Here's an addition. Half moon pose. Shift your weight forward into that right foot. Take flight. The right hand can hover. The right hand can come to your mat or to a block. The left toes flex towards your face. You breathe. Whoo, use your core. Last couple moments. Beautiful, you guys. Take one more breath in. A bend through the bottom knee. Let's reverse that warrior. Actually, straighten that front leg. Reverse your triangle. Breathe here. I like my gaze down towards my left toes. Find the stretch through those right side ribs. And then when you're ready, arms out to a T. Turn the right toes in. We're going to come all the way to crescent at the back of our mat. Arms reach up. Drop that left hand down. Lean to that left side. Breathe. Inhale, both arms up, just like before, palms together, bend through the elbows, triceps stretch. Arms reach up, hands low to the mat, find your way through your vinyasa as you lower slow. Inhale, heart up. Back to downward facing dog, last round, last thing for these. Left leg sweeps up, knee to left elbow touch. Inhale it up. Knee to opposite elbow, press through that left hand, spin on the flat edge of that right foot. Extend the leg, extend the arm, inhale. Plant that down, 3-leg dog. Beautiful, step it through, find your crescent rise. Open out, warrior 2. Reverse inhale. Extension all the way forward. Inhale up and back, here's that addition. Half moon pose. Slowly make your way. Balancing on that left foot. Flexing through the right toes. Breathing still. Yes, last 3. Last 2. And 1. A bend through the bottom knee. Come back to warrior 2. From here, straighten that front leg. Reverse triangle. Left arm up. Right arm down and back. Stay here, breathe. Side ribs, find a nice stretch. Take an inhale. Arms out to a T, pivot the left toes. We're gonna come all the way that crescent lunge at the top of our mat. Last time, reach up crescent. Right hand drops down, lean to the right. Beautiful, inhale, both arms up. Palms touch, bend the elbows, triceps stretch. Inhale, both arms up. Plant the hands, vinyasa, you lower. Heart reaches. Come back to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. And just like that, press the chest back. Set the knees down. We're going to come to a seat on our shins. Oh, goodness. I'm definitely sweating today. Just breathe. Maybe the eyes close down. We're just going to check in. We definitely touched into the side body today. Trying to find a little space there. Trying to grow a little taller. We're going to kind of keep that with us as we cool down, as we slow down and pull it back. We're going to do a little myofascial for the ribs. If you're not familiar with myofascial release, it's just a self-massage practice. I'm going to use my thumbs, but you could absolutely use both index and middle finger to palpate. So we're going to find our highest rib that we can on both sides. I like to use my thumbs, so you decide what feels best. I'm going to find kind of the space in between my ribs. And then from here, I'm just going to breathe in deep. So take a huge inhale. Allow that breath to release. Let's do one more. Take a breath in. Breathe it out. And then we're going to lower to the next rib, so that next space in between the next ribs. Take a breath in. Maybe feel that space expand and contract. One more inhale. Exhale. We're going to lower down to the next rib. And if you're like, where's my rib? That's okay. Find it. Take an inhale. Exhale it out. A couple more. So find yourself lowering down. If you want to switch to 2 fingers, you can. Inhale deep. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale. I'm going to find one more space between those ribs. So we're getting kind of low on the low ribs. Take a huge breath in. Breathe it out. Last one here. Inhale deep. Exhale that out. Release the hands to the knees. Maybe just notice. Notice if the space of the ribs feels a little more spacious. Maybe notice if you can breathe a little bit deeper. Last couple moments here. If you're with me, we're going to come standing on our shins. So come onto the knees. So we're lifted up as if we're going to come to camel, but we're not going to come to camel. We're going to tuck the toes underneath, so the toes are tucked behind. The knees are about hips width, so if you need to widen that a little bit, you can. And then from here, let's reach the arms up on an inhale. Let's open arm twist towards the right. So right arm comes back, left arm forward. Find that twist. We're just going to use that space that we created through that myofascial and through our practice. As we take the right hand to the right foot, the left arm's going to reach up towards the ceiling, but notice we're still pressing the hips forward. We're still kind of trying to find the chest up towards the ceiling, a little bit of evenness through that chest as opposed to leaning towards the right. Take a couple moments. A little back bend, but also a little twist. Take an inhale. We're going to use our core to lift back up to that twist, both arms back out. Inhale, reach up to center, and then bring the hands to the heart space. Beautiful. We'll just switch sides for that. So if you're with me, keeping the toes tucked under, reach the arms up. Open arm twist towards the left side this time. So left arm back, right arm forward. Once you're there, notice, although the chest is twisted, the hips are still towards the front of the space. Take the left hand to the left foot if you can reach it. If you need a block that's a little bit higher, that's okay too. Right arm up towards the ceiling. Find your variation of this revolved camel pose, or a single-sided revolved camel. Again, still pressing the hips forward, still trying to get that chest towards the ceiling. And then just breathing, last few moments. Remember, we're going to use our core to lift back up, find that open arm variation. Reach up, both arms to the ceiling. Hands to the heart, unravel the toes, just sit back on those shins. Take a breath in, breath out. Let's just make our way onto our belly. So tabletop, slowly make your way onto your belly. Arms out to a T, cheek off to one side. Just feel the earth grazing the front of the body. Maybe the eyes close down. And we just breathe. We'll get one last back bend here. It's gonna be Sphinx pose. So only when you're ready. If you want to skip it altogether, you just want to stay on your belly, that's okay. Otherwise, come onto the forearms. The shoulders right over those elbows. Peel the chest through. And then just notice again, we get into that back bend. From here, I like to drop my head, so I like to tuck my chin and find a nice stretch through the back of the head and neck. If that's not for you, that's okay. Keep the gaze forward. Maybe lean one ear towards the shoulder. Find the stretch on the side of the head and neck. That might feel nice too. Last 3. Beautiful for 2. If you did drop the head down, slowly lift it back up. Take a huge inhale. Let the elbows splay out. Palms maybe come together, creating a little pillow as you turn the cheek to the opposite side that you just did. Beautiful, you breathe. And then just like that, we're really close to the end. So however feels right for you, we're gonna make our way onto our back. I'm gonna press through table, scoot the legs off to the side, and make my way onto the back. We'll close with one last twist. So hug the knees into the chest, rock a little side to side, give that low back some love. Oh, if you can, stay with me. Right leg stays in, left leg extends long. Bring the right arm out towards the side wall as you bring that right knee over towards the left. You find the twist. Stay here. 5 rounds of breath in and out of that nose. Seeing if you can keep that breath all the way to the end of class as you find this last twist. Should feel nice. Last few breaths. Take a huge inhale. Exhale, slow as you need. Release that out. We'll hug both knees back into the chest. Keep a hold of the left leg. Extend the right leg long. Left arm out to a T. As you find your twist, you bring that knee over towards the right. Different side might feel different. Just being aware of that. Just staying here to notice, staying present, even at the end. Last couple breaths. See if you can relax into it on this last inhale and last exhale. Again, slow as you need, make your way back through the midline. Hugging everything into that little ball. Squeeze the fingers, squeeze the toes. Take a breath in. Shavasana, extending out, taking up as much space as you need. And then stay here. I know you're at home or wherever you're practicing. It's easy to just say, all right, I finished it, I'm done. But this really is the most important pose. Give yourself the space to rest before you have to do. Just see if you can get heavy. See if you can let all that work just kind of seep in to the body, seep into the mind. Maybe allowing a sense of ease to wash over you. Maybe today, just knowing that you're enough as you are, and that each of us are doing enough. If you want the extra couple minutes, you have the time, please stay. Otherwise, I'll let you decide. If you'd like to come up, bring your hands to your heart. Thank you. Thank you for showing up, sharing your energy. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. Namaste.